Hello, my name is Adrian, and I'm trying to start a group. I really don't know much about YouTube, but I am going to try to learn some because I'm actually looking for a few special people. Um, I I'm looking for prophets, anyone that believes that they have got information from the Lord, or anyone that believes that they could be the second coming of Christ. Anyone that believes that they can heal people with their hands, anyone that believes that they've got information for the president or for someone in authority and what that information is. And I know that there's prophets amongst us because I am a voice for God. I am a prophet. I was born a prophet, and I never knew that I was a prophet up until about 3 months ago. And I actually asked for the job 3 years ago, but I had to work a regular job, and I couldn't really do what I wanted to do with this idea. And anyways, so and when I was 23, I had had a massive heart attack, and I was strangled, and I was left for dead, and I was brought up with some angels. Angels brought me up, and I don't think I was in heaven, but I had a really, really good feeling because I had angels all around me, and I felt like when I came back, I had a purpose, I had a mission. I had actually had a choice when I was with the angels whether or not I was going to stay up in heaven or come back down to earth. And I chose to come back down to earth because I knew I had a special mission. Because God basically gave me that feeling that, okay, and all the angels come and work, we're all behind me with this idea that God has a special mission for my life. So, anyways, so I asked for a very special purpose about 3 years ago when I lost everything in my life due to basically illness, and I was questioning why God hated me and why God would let all those things happen to me. But now I know it was all part of becoming the worker that God would like me to be for His purpose, and I'm a voice for God. At first, when I first asked to be a prophet, I thought I was going to be able to heal people with my hands. I thought that I was going to be able to see into the future. I thought that I was going to be able to go and find missing people. Um, I thought that I was going to be able to do those types of things, but he has shown me that right now the most important thing he needs right now is he needs a voice. And that's what he has given me. He's given me the information that he would like me to share with the world. And I have to um, first find the leaders of these countries or these nations, and I have to discuss this with them so they can bring it to the people, bring the truth to the people, to all the people, because it's really simple and it's one truth, and we'll talk about it on here. And I just want to see if anyone else has the same idea. And and if oh, also, if you think that if the president's doing something and you don't like what the president's doing, if you have just ask yourself, what would I do if I was president? And I'd like to hear comments like those, like what would I do? What would you do if you were president? Like complain about something, but then say what you would do if you were president, and put yourself in that position. Another thing is, oh yeah, I was told I was going to start a church. I told I wasn't going to need any money to start this church, and it turned out it's downtown at the courthouse, and we're going to be praying for the judges, and the judges eventually they're going to see each case through the eyes of God, and going to now just realize it's a just us system, JUSTUS, because they won't need law books, they won't need attorneys, they won't need um, witnesses, they won't need anything, just a person being convicted and the judge. And it's going to be a great experience. If there's a Holy Spirit, it's going to be there, of course, and um, these prophets are going to all of a sudden have the eyes of God and be able to see each case through the eyes of God. And this is going to happen. And we just need to start it. We need to invite God into the church. And part of that is I have to ask each judge whether or not they would like prayer for their courtroom. And then once we get a judge that accepts the prayer, we're inviting God into the church, and God's going to come into the church, and He's going to heal people, touch people. He's going to show that we're going to see miracles, and this is all part of what's coming up in some of the future. I can't read the future, but there's little things that God has shown me that are going to happen that I can talk about. And what else? I'm looking for other prophets. I found one today, but it's the president of the Mormon Church. He's 97 years old. I have to try to find him. Tomorrow I'm going to do that. And I just want to find out from different other people, if they found out, if they believe that they're a prophet or if they're the second coming of Christ, why. And I want to ask the prophets, how old were you when you first found out you were a prophet? That's the first question. Was it hard to tell people at first? Second question. What type of spiritual gifts have you been blessed with? What information has God given you to tell the people? Why do you think there seems to be very little of us? Those are some questions that I would like to ask some prophets. So if you believe that you may be a prophet, and lots of times it's people that have been through hell and back. I mean, it's a lot of times someone who's been through a lot of suffering in their lifetime. And if that's you, then and you don't know if you're a prophet, pray. Ask God to show you. That's what I did. Because when He kept showing me, I kept praying. I said, because I didn't believe it was true. So I kept on asking for more signs, more signs, more signs. Now I've got a ton of signs that He has shown me that He is really going to use me as a voice, and I don't need to ask for those signs anymore. Now I'm like 100% sure that I got the job. I got to be a prophet, and not many people are asking for that job. So you don't have to be perfect to be a prophet. I don't want anyone to think that they have to be perfect to be a prophet. Prophets have lots of problems. A lot of them. A lot of them. Not all of them. A lot of them do. Because it's Satan trying to get them down. Because they're the ones that are going to be the most helpful for God. Because they're the ones that are going to be asking for their spiritual gifts. They're going to be able to heal people with their hands. They're going to be able to see what we need to do with our environment to get our environment back together again. We are going to be able to create peace. We're going to be able to do all sorts of things here soon. And I just want to talk to some other people that think that, and I want to talk to other prophets and see what they think and see what their feelings are and what they think is going to be happening and what we should be doing. And say like you want to be the advisor to the president. What would you advise him to do? And that's what this YouTube channel to be about. All right, thank you for listening, and hope we can meet together soon. Bye bye.